Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Hey guys, you're watching One and Only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to an episode of Let's Build a City. Now, everything in Zono Wood so far, I think everything, has been built for the good, hard-working civilians of Zono Wood. We've got jobs, we've got rewards like the stadium, you know, people go there and enjoy themselves. We've got the lovely beach. We don't have too many criminals, right? We've got a very small police station and they keep everything under control. Everyone's very hard-working, very noble, very friendly. But it doesn't mean everyone is. No matter how proud, I suppose, a town or a city is of not having too much crime, there is always crime going on. It's just very well hidden. They're very well organized, maybe, or they're not very, or they're very good at not getting caught, I suppose, or not finding out that anything went wrong. Even maybe they're stealing so cleverly that nobody knows anything's missing. But there is still crime going on. Now, I thought the perfect spot for like a crime base, a crime headquarters, if you like, would be underneath. Again, it's another way to fill up underneath the bridges here, but definitely underneath the highway is like the perfect spot, right? It's nice and hidden from police helicopters. It's unsuspecting, but it's also dark and dingy and a little bit spooky, and I think could be a really good spot. So we're right opposite the storage unit area that we built not so long back, which I think is pretty perfect because maybe they could hire out some of these storage things to hide stolen goods and stuff without even those people knowing. I don't know, maybe they are colluding with them and they're helping out the criminals in exchange for big pay. I've got a pig, a sheep and a cow here. All I need is a chicken and I got the full crew. So underneath here, let's turn these shaders off and let's get a night vision potion so you guys aren't complaining that you can't see. Kapow, there we go, look. And what I want to do under here is have two different buildings, and we need to try and think of how we're going to lay them out, right? I want an abandoned warehouse or an abandoned building at the very least. That's sort of broken down, maybe a crumbling corner on it, boarded up windows, and that's going to be where the sort of criminals' base is, right? Like a secret base in there. But also, maybe starting next episode or something, behind it, I want a chop shop. Like, basically like, do you remember when you're playing Grand Theft Auto and the police come after you on the old school Grand Theft Autos? And you go into what was called a pay and spray, and you sort of drive in the garage and they spray your car a different colour and you come out and the cops don't know who you are and you lose the cops. That's what I want, okay? So I want like an illegal garage, basically. It's a chop shop where you can take stolen cars and they break them down into different parts and sell them off and stuff like that. So yeah, an illegal garage as well as a warehouse. I think that'd be a really cool idea. Now, in the area here, we're in the industrial sort of portion of the city, aren't we? So I think going with an industrial style warehouse would be a pretty good idea. Maybe we can use very similar blocks to these even. So like the stone bricks. Let's just go with that for a minute to work out a sort of shape that we would want this warehouse to be. Now, I don't know what this would originally be in terms of the warehouse. I'm going to remove this, I think. This post is going to be sort of right in my way otherwise. Padunk. Kadunk. Padunk-ish. Padunk. What did I type then? Set Asir, and it still knew it meant air. I think the Minecraft is starting to learn that my typing when I'm recording early in the morning isn't very good, so it just sort of guesses what I mean. Okay, let's fill this in. So I've now got like no pillar in the middle. I don't need a pillar in the middle there. You know, it's going to be well held up enough with the on ramps and stuff. So I'm not going to count, or should I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go with 9. Let's bring it in a little bit, and then we'll bring it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know, we'll bring it in like this. Maybe have like a little drop in. And then a little corner. Maybe we drop it in at the same point, but only by one this time. Back out again. Oops. Trying to match the other side. Not very well. There we go. I think we've got a footprint now for the warehouse. Now, actually, I'm probably going to want to leave... Oh, no, that's okay. I need to leave enough room for the cars to get down here to get behind it, because behind it is going to be where the chop shop is going to be. So, I think I want this corner of the building sort of Oh, no. Hang on, because the roads are... Hang on, we need to shrink this. Let's just shrink this down a bit, right? Let's go with there for the minute. I'm trying to think so far ahead at the moment. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so I sort of shrunk it down a little bit, and now this is going to be the corner that's missing. So like it'll be sort of lower down here, and the crumbled blocks that have collapsed off the building will be laying down here in almost like a rubble pile. Okay. Windows and stuff. Let's work out sort of a first layer here. We think I want sort of largest windows. Yeah, something like that. That'll be where the door, I suppose, still is, but once was when it was a properly working place. Let's have no windows down that side there. Ooh, no vision. Let's have one window on here. Let's have one there. Like that. Let's have that. Those along the back. Try and match it if I can. Yeah. Okay. So that's going to be our sort of window layout now across the place. If we go back over to this side now, and we'll get the height. Now I'm going to this side because this side's going to be whole. Shall we use as the word? It's not going to be like the crumbled part down. So it's going to be something like that. We'll use some of this sandstone slab in a bit. Oh, we don't... Unless I do that. I want it 2 stories. So it has to sort of be that. Man, a 2-story building under here is tight. We'll have to do something like that or something. Or we do have the stone brick slabs if I wanted to go back to the same colours. The same block type as we had, but just with a slab. Okay, that's cool. So we've definitely now got the height. We can now really quickly get this all up to where it needs to be. Like that one. In fact, I'll just do that. I'll be back, okay? Get out of here, lamppost. Getting in my way. No matter where I am in the world, there's always a lamppost right where I need to be. So, I put up all of the walls just so we can visualize a little bit better where we want this building to sort of collapse and how far down we want it to collapse. Now, I was first thinking just having the sort of second story, or what do you call it, first story, second floor, that's better, the second floor, this floor here, broken down. But I'm now sort of thinking I want it to break down into the first as well, into the ground floor. Oh, I've got hiccups, they're the worst, aren't they? So let's try and sort of take out a few blocks here. See, I'm thinking that's all we need for the bottom, right? And then as you sort of get higher up, it sort of goes more and more missing, like an upside down triangle. Well, I like that one there. See, something like that I think works really well. It's like the whole corner's missing. Like they were playing with a small piece of dynamite to blow open a bank safe, and it accidentally went off inside of the criminal's base and sort of blew the wall out of their own base accidentally. You got to try and think of those kind of stories. Sorry, my dog started barking. I had to go and check them out. Splash! Where were we? We just make a hole in the wall. Yeah. Okay, so we don't need to worry about doing the inside of the entire building, but we are going to have to do some floors to the part that's been blown away, aren't we? So if we said, let's go simple. Let's say that's the room of downstairs, and then this would be the floor, I suppose, because of how tight we are with space in this building, because the windows are only one block apart from each other, so we'll have to use slabs most likely. So if we fill this in, we can put a door in there, I suppose. Something like this. And then, do we do the same for the upstairs? No, let's do like a 2-room thing upstairs, just like that or something. And this has also been a little bit blown away, so this is sort of going to be a little bit stacked up like this. It's hard to envision. Like, in my head, I've got the vision, but for you guys watching, it might be a little bit difficult at the moment to sort of see exactly where I'm heading. Maybe I'm explaining it well enough. I'm stuck. Fly through the door. Okay, and then we'll want, I don't know, a door here. Something like that. That would be a door eventually. It looks like a window at the moment. So, let's get slab. Now, what would we want for the floor in here? Wood. Probably a nice wooden floor would work well. And the floor's going to have to be on this level, right? So we'll just fill these in like this. Now we want to, again, blow out some of this floor here. So we don't want it to be completely whole. See, something like, yeah, something like that. And then on the bottom here, let's just do set plank. Oh, yeah, I'll block up that door in a minute. I'll block up in a minute. And then, I don't know, a little bit blown away in the corner there. Yeah, okay, that's cool. So, then if we get the roof on, now the roof, this sort of, I don't know, edging, would you call it, on the roof, is going to follow around. But then we can't sort of follow it around there, because that wouldn't make sense. It would sort of end there, wouldn't it? And it would start again here. So then we put this in like this. I'm going to fill all of that in like that, yeah. Around the edge. Around the back here. Drop it in by one. And then come back out. Oops. Okay. Squeeze in a little gap. And then we're back at the beginning again, right? So we've got that in with the top missing. Now, how are we going to do the top? Because we don't have too much room. Can I fit a full block in there? Yeah, I can. And there's still a little gap above it. So I think if we filled it in with probably 112, I think it would work. Let's go from that one. I could actually fill in a huge chunk. Let's do that to there. We'll do replace air with 112. And then we'll just sort of bash out this corner. There we go, right? So we've still got a gap above it, so it's not touching the bridge, but it is close to it. Yeah, okay, I like that. Now, we can still see through these windows, and we don't want to be able to see through the windows to the grass inside. And because it's abandoned, I want to have, like, boarded up windows, okay? So I'm thinking, maybe let's go with spruce, okay? So it's a little bit darker than the floor here. These windows, as soon as they're blown out and we can sort of see into the dead room, we'll leave. I'll block up this door. So there's no point actually being able to get in there, is there? And let's grab that back again. Fly through there. And then on the windows, I think it'll probably be best to do it on the inside here. We block them up. They're planked up, okay? So this is two purposes. Firstly, it stops us from being able to see into an empty building. But more importantly, more design aspect of it is it's going to look like the windows have been boarded up because it's been abandoned for so long, and these are all boarded. So once we've got these boarded up, I'll also put some signs on the, not with anything written on them. I shall show you. We'll put some signs on there, and it'll look like sort of boards going across it, like in Call of Duty Zombies. They have the planks across the windows, and you can sort of build them up to stop the zombies from getting in. If it stops zombies from getting in, it's going to stop police from getting in and busting them. Is that the tactic that we're going for here? Yeah, why not? That one. And that should be good, right? So if we go on the outside now, we should have like, yeah. Oh, very good. I like it's a perfect sort of colour for it. Now, if we get a sign, Now, I can't get floating signs, alright? So I can't get the signs just to sort of float across the front here. Maybe with World Edit you could sort of cheat it, but they'd probably end up popping off eventually. But we can do this. If we double them up, it looks like the boards sort of go across in front of it. Now, we don't need to do every single one. We can sort of do that one with a 1. We can do this one with a 3. And have this one with maybe a diagonal 2 like that. Like some of the boards have sort of been broken down or have fell off. Maybe we could even do some little slabs or something. Spruce slabs, we want slab. Some spruce slabs sitting on the floor out front, like the slabs have sort of been, the signs have sort of fell off. And that sort of matches what that is, sort of in a way. Like that. This is where I wished I had less window. But the thing is I wanted a lot of windows in here because I wanted to board them up. The only problem is it takes so long to put all these signs down now. Like that. Like that. Like that. Let's do a 4. There we go. Hopefully this isn't like messing up too many people's eyes. You have to close your eyes for a minute if the flashing is annoying you. That one, that one, that one, that one. Oops. And yeah, then we can leave those ones open. Oh, I want to block up this little doorway as well. No, I need those in there. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so we've definitely got now. It's looking more and more abandoned, right? Do we put like 1 block there? Nah, that looks weird, doesn't it? Do we block these up anyway? Do we? Let's just block them up and see what it sort of looks like on these bottom ones here. Put some signs in, like a couple of signs. Maybe we'll do a 3 signer on that one. Yeah, I think that works okay, right? Excellent. So now we're looking a bit more abandoned. Now to make it look a little bit more overgrown, maybe let's get some vines, and to stop them from spreading too much, because we want it to be. We don't want the vines to just completely take over it as such. We want to have a little bit of design on it. Let's get these sort of where we would want them, and then we've got to put string. It's like a nice little sort of handy trick. We put the string in the spots where we don't want it to spread to. Now, I always seem to have problem that no matter where I put these, this string, I always seem to forget one and end up having to come back later on to restring it. I have that one, and I keep getting told vines don't grow sideways, and then they end up doing, so I always put them on the sides as well. I'm sure they're not supposed to grow sideways, but I'm sure that they do. Something like that. Do I not put them sideways? I don't know. It's a lot of string to try and work out where I need to place. Okay, that should be good. One there. Just got a bit of a collection in the corner here. So I'm trying to put a bit of design into these vines and not just sort of placing them too randomly. That should be good. On the back. Yeah, I will do the back. I was thinking about where the chop shop is going to go. But I think we're going to have like a little lane or a little bit of space between. Oops. A little bit of space between this building and the chop shop. Okay. Just a little one there. You don't want to go too overkill with it. And then a little bit on this side. I like that. A little bit broken up. Okay, we should be good there, right? I don't think we're going to get too much grow. If we do, it shouldn't overgrow too much. All right, very, very abandoned looking completely. Let's block up this door as well. Oh, that's a potion. Okay. Can I put anything on that? I'd like something to go across it. Is there any blocks that we can use, like modded blocks that we haven't sort of used for a long time? Like, some scaffolding up and around it. Like, what would that be? I don't know if this will look any good or not. See, it's very colourful, isn't it? It hasn't got like, if it had like a wooden texture to it or something, maybe grey could work. Oh, I can't because of the sign there. I sort of like that, you know. You gotta be careful where you can put, because I can't place them where the signs are. Why can't I ooh dear. That one. Why wouldn't I be able to place that here? There's nothing in the way. Ooh. 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 Okay, the hitbox on these ones are on the bottom. I'll just have to remember that. Yeah, you know, I do like that. I think it adds an extra piece of detail to it. I've got a string there, so I can't put it there. Try and get it on the side. There. Yeah, you know what? That's stuff. I don't want to go too overkill with that, but I think that's just a nice sort of subtle touch. And if we go back to the bricks here, let's place some bricks down on the floor here. We're going to want bricks. I don't like to touch the path. We'll get some bricks. We'll get some slabs. And we'll get some stairs. Just to, I don't know, give a little bit more on this. Something like that. Maybe a couple of slabs, not too much though. Maybe blow out some of this, like put a little bit more. Does that look like a little bit more like it? Yeah, it looks a little bit rougher, doesn't it? Especially with this part on the floor. Maybe get some slabs down here as well. Like the boards are sort of laying down here as well. I think that's pretty good, right? I think I'm pretty happy with this. Let's get the wand and let's I probably want it all actually, like from there at least. No, let's go all the way. Make the floor stone here. So we'll go from there. I don't know exactly how far back we're going to go, so we'll go to there for the moment. Replace grass with stone. That doesn't affect the stuff anywhere else. Oh, and dirt. So we just get underneath the scaffolding and stuff that's died. Okay, I think if you guys can think of anything more like abandonedness that we could add to this, then let me know in the comment section below. But I think we're pretty good here. We've got the vines to overgrow it. I mean, some gates and some fences could be quite. We could maybe use that in a clever way or something like that. I'm sure you guys could probably enhance this a little bit more. But I'm pretty happy with it. I think that's where we're going to leave it for this episode. Here's our abandoned, I don't know, warehouse, abandoned factory. I think abandoned warehouse sounds better. And the next episode will start on the chop shop somewhere behind it, okay? If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye!